All right, so what's going on, guys? Episode 1 of the Real Talk Podcast. Welcome. This episode, we got my friend, the Spy Guy.
Yo.
What's going on? AKA Daniel Oglesby, AKA Faggot of the Year, AKA Best Silver NA. I've seen in one of my YouTube videos. He's the best silver when he was a silver.
In that video.
Yes, he did.
I did. That was pretty sick.
Anyway, this episode of the podcast, it's kind of revamped. We did do the Real Talk Podcast. We got to episode 3, and then Avery kind of quit it. Avery Other Stroke Pig, and I'm revamping it and remaking it again. So if this is kind of a fail, fucking whatever we learned. But this episode, I've got my friend the Spy Guy, and this guy is massive into CounterStrike. So he's my CounterStrike source of information. So we're gonna be talking about CounterStrike today. So yeah. So we did do some homework before this. We have some links. So I'm going to read off these links to you guys, and we're going to talk about I'm going to link all of these stuff in the description. You guys want to check these out and read it with us. So we're just going to kind of talk about professional Counter-Strike. So you want to start off with the first one, Daniel? Actually, do you want to shout out any of your links or anything?
I'd like to give a shout out to Nick Miele. He's going to be watching this video and critiquing everything, but that's okay because I love myself.
I hope he critiques your lighting, by the way.
Yeah, I hope he critiques my lighting. Because I don't have enough Fresnels in this room.
What about the professional grade XLR cable?
Dude. I don't have one of those. I have a shitty USB. I'm sorry.
You see, I do. Well, it's like a Guitar Hero microphone. It's a fake XLR. You see, it goes fake XLR to USB.
That's pretty sick.
All right. So yeah, shout out to Nicholas Miele.
Yep. Twitch.tv/TheSpyGuyHD. Fuck, I don't know. Everything else. Have fun.
At the Spy Guy, I'll link it all below.
At the Spy Guy, whatever else you could think of. Just the Spy Guy everywhere.
Pornhub, XNXX.
The Spy Guy T-shirt. Buy one of those.
Yep. I bought one the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. Did I not tell you?
No.
Fuck, it should be coming in like a week or so.
No way. That's so sick.
Dude, I'm gonna wear it. I'll buy another one.
Fuck, dude. I might buy one. Since you bought one, I'm probably gonna buy one.
Buy one for you. Link below if you want to buy a Spy Guy T-shirt. I'll wear it next episode.
We're gonna wear it. Confirmed.
All right, let's do it, dude. I'll fucking do it. All right. Anyway, so let's move on to the first topic. Groups out for Cologne NA qualifier.
Yeah, this is super interesting. This is the North American groups for Cologne. Now, Cologne is the next big Valve-sponsored major, Counter-Strike major, which, you know, there's tons of LAN tournaments, tons of online tournaments every year in CS, but, you know, 2-3 times a year there's a major sponsored by Valve. They usually have, you know, really nice setups, a huge LAN, a huge arena, you know, huge prize pools, stuff like that. And this is a qualifier for North America to enter into that tournament. And so these are the groups. So yeah, let's look at these right here. Group A, you can see, is Cloud9, Team Liquid, Tempo Storm, and Noble Esports. Group B is CLG, Luminosity, Nylum, and Elevate. The only kind of dark horse, I guess, of this group would be Noble Esports. Because all these teams have basically competed at this level before, but Noble's a newcomer to the scene. They're a top-tier premier team. They have, what is it, Rob Wiz, Planks, Roa, some other guys that I forgot the names of. But yeah, they're insanely good on LAN. Noble's great on LAN. Noble online during the ESEA season has been great as well. I'm wanting to see if they could beat Tempo. I do think that Noble could beat Tempo, but as far as Team Liquid and Cloud9, I have no idea. So it all just depends on if, you know, they're up for it. So I think they kind of got a shitty group, but they are a great team, so we'll see what they could do. As far as Group B, it's pretty much the same old, same old. I mean, CLG and Luminosity, pretty even. Nylum, I'd say Nylum's the worst out of those 4 teams in Group B.
I would agree.
Actually, post roster changes, Nylum and Elevate are pretty much the same. So
I would agree because I've never heard of Nylum.
Exactly. so they have like fucking Hiko, Sanks, Valens.
Heard of Hiko before.
Yeah. Hiko, he's like, no, he talks shit at one point. He's like, dude, I'm gonna make the super team, the North American super team. It's gonna be so sick. And then Nylum's like the worst in the pro. Like,
you heard it first, boys. Not
Yeah,
only is the spy guy gonna fight Summon on land, but he's also gonna
true.
fight Hiko.
I'm gonna fight Hiko on land. I'm gonna punch him right in his fat ass gut, and it's just gonna bounce right back.
If you guys follow me on Twitter at It's Vortex TV, you'll see that me and Daniel got in a conversation with Summon. I shit my pants a little bit. I did put the picture on Snapchat. If you would like to follow me there, of the shit. But yeah, also for this the qualifier, $250,000 is how much you're winning for the major. Like not the qualifier, but the major. That's a fuck ton of money for CounterStrike. Like
It's a fuckload, yeah.
whew.
I think it's like 100K for the finalist.
The land we were gonna enter was what worth $3,000, was it?
I think it was like 2,000,
Was it?
250.
It was it was something like that.
Yeah.
Whew, that's a lot.
This is nutty, dude. Yeah, nutty money.
It's pretty cool though. And so I had a question though for Group A and Group B are all like so say like Group A, there's Cloud9 and Team Liquid in them. Are
Yep.
they gonna like say they're gonna play together, or is it gonna be like Cloud9 versus CLG?
No, they're gonna play against people from their own group.
Okay, I got you.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Cloud9 and Team Liquid will play against each other.
Yeah.
Or something
Honestly,
like that.
which is why I was saying I think Noble really doesn't have much of a chance against Liquid or Cloud9, but Tempo Storm they could definitely upset.
Yeah.
But as far as actually getting out of the groups and qualifying, yeah, I'm not so sure. If it was like Tempo, Tempo, Nylum, Elevate in their group,
Mm-hmm.
they could possibly qualify, but with that group, it's going to be hard. Yeah.
Okay.
Want to move on to the next
Yeah,
one?
let's move on to the next one. Absolutely. Simple returns in Evolution.
The Ukrainian motherfucker. I haven't even read this article yet, so it's going to be harsh.
Yeah.
I don't even know about
This
this. Let me just
kid
go read it.
is uglier than me. I
That's
want to
true.
point that
He
out.
looks like a vampire in that picture. I've always made fun of him for that. Like, no joke. Oh, what? Cyberfocus is in that team? That's so sick. But yeah, Simple is what some people are calling the Kenny S, or just the carry in general of Flipside as of late. Flipside, they've 16 1'd nip and 16
Shit.
10'd nip recently.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy wins, but aside from those two wins, they were kind of tier 2 EU. They were
Yeah.
never a Navi. They were always like Hellraisers-ish level, maybe a little bit below. But yeah, Simple has been carrying them pretty hard lately. And at the end of, I believe it was the Face It, DreamHack Valencia or something like that, or was it Face It? It was one of the two, one of the recent LAN tournaments.
Mhm.
Or no, it was ESWC. So during ESWC, Flipside, who was it? I think it was World Edit, the opper, the secondary op for Flipside. He couldn't get a visa in time because he's from Russia. He couldn't get a visa in time from fucking the Kremlin or whatever. So he couldn't get over to the US in time, or to Canada, basically, in time to play ESWC. And so they had to get a sub. And Hiko was at ESWC just to, I think it was Nylum playing in ESWC? I can't remember if he was just there to spectate or actually play with Nylum. But either way, Flipside all went anyway, and they were just looking for a sub on the LAN. And Hiko just offered that up. And so Hiko would just play and kind of lurk around the map when he didn't even know how to speak Russian.
Oh
So
my
he was
god.
just fucking, yeah. And like Simple, he's known to be an insane fragger, but he kind of rages a lot. And so, Hiko was talking a lot about the fights that they got in and shit, and he had no clue what they were saying. Like, even in the hotel room afterwards, they were just like really mad at each other, and they were just, Gura! And just shit in Russian. So, yeah, that didn't end well. And so Simple said on Twitter, I think it was, that he like vowed to never play with Flipside again. And this article is talking about how he got picked up by, what is this? A new team called Evolution. And their roster is Simple, Arch, Fix, Cyberfocus, and Spaz. I know Cyberfocus and Spaz because they did sub for Flipside a couple of times. I don't know much about Fix and Arch, so
Mhm.
this team should be pretty sick. I have no idea, honestly. I don't know if this is going to be better or worse than Flipside, because a lot of the names in Flipside were kind of unheard of before, Simple and Markelov teamed up with them. So we'll see if this team can go far or not, but I think that's just something interesting. You want to go into the next one?
I just want to mention that he's Ukrainian, which means he's European, which means he's automatically better than me.
It's true. It's true.
Moving on to the next next fucking article. Titan and Envious swap players. I did not see this coming. When I actually heard about this before.
Yeah.
I saw it on Instagram, believe it or not, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, really?" And yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
One of the ugliest people named Kenny S. God, that
true,
kid is
it's
so
true.
ugly.
Like, I don't know how I feel about this, honestly. Like,
I think it was a bad decision.
I think it was a bad decision on the part of Envious.
Yeah.
Just because you get Smiths, who is a defensive opper. Quite frankly, he whiffs a lot. And Shocks is great and all, but I don't know. I don't think it was worth the trade giving up Kenny S, especially since Kenny S was kind of your carry. But
Yep.
from what a lot of people say, Titan had fully adapted their playstyle and surrounded their playstyle on Kenny S. Like every strat in existence, who was Titan's IGL, was super. He like even since Source, he's been super, strict and like everything's set in stone when he runs strats, right? And so like he's one of those guys that would put you in a server and he would go, you have to be here at this time, do this nade, do this flash, everything's so routine, right? Which, made him easy to counter strat and all that kind of stuff. But not only that, but in those set strats, those set in stone strats, they would set everything around Kenny S and, set him up to get this crazy flick or set him up to get this crazy shot that he could consistently make because he was such a good opper. But now that Kenny S is on Envious, I don't know if that's going to happen because Happy, who's the IGL for Envious, is a lot less strict than Existence. So it's going to be a big change for Kenny S and Apex. Apex is a great entry fragger in CSGO.
Yeah.
The amount of fucking work he puts into the game, the amount of deathmatch time, the amount of just time he spends working on his aim is insane.
Yeah, it's working on your aim because he's great. Like I wouldn't say he's the best team player, but he's definitely 100. Like I would say one of the best solo players. You know?
Like just he
Simply
gets them in the
because of
bomb
his
sites
shot.
so easy.
Yeah,
And
his aim is just on.
Yeah, and Existence knows how to work with that. Like he knows how to set him up for pop flashes, how to get him in,
Yeah.
how to make the entering job a little bit easier, and then Apex just goes crazy. So, like I said, I think this trade was a little bit worse for Envious than it was for, or a little bit worse for Titan than it was for Envious.
Yeah.
Because,
So
yeah, but we'll just have to see how Kenny S and Apex adapt because they're used to being in that, super strict, set in stone strat style that Existence has had since Source. So I don't know how that's gonna work.
I think this is gonna be the end of Apex and Kenny S. Rip them. I think they're gonna quit CounterStrike. I predict they're gonna quit CounterStrike in the next probably next 2 years.
Confirmed.
They're done. They're fucking done.
Confirmed.
They're gonna. I don't know. Like I feel like it was just it's like a step back. Like, why would you swap half of your there's 5 players on a team. Why would you swap almost half your team for 2 players who are not, in my opinion, not as good? They're good, but
I mean, it's because I don't know. I think it was kind of a rush decision because Envious hasn't been. Well, I say they haven't been performing very well, but actually they've been performing just fine. They just lost to Cloud9 in like the quarterfinals and semifinals of the last 2 LAN tournaments, like international LAN tournaments, and they were like the #1 team to get shut out by Cloud9 because as of like the last week or month or whatever, Cloud9 has beat them in 2 best-of-3s, 2-0, and 1 best-of-1 in the groups. So, that was just kind of a shame because Envious, they never had that problem before. They've been able to shut down Cloud9 pretty easily. And so now, this has happened. Everybody's like, oh, Envious sucks dick. They suck dick. Oh, man, they suck so much dick. And so they just did this, spur of the moment roster change. But I don't know. It could work out. It could not. I think Apex, I feel like he would be better with, a set in stone IGL like Existence, though, just because he works his ass off. And as far as offline practice goes, he's really dedicated. But Happy just kind of doesn't give a fuck. Like, they just do a lot of really puggy stuff. And Envious has been known for having a lot of insane solo talent on their team, and now they have even more of that, which is crazy.
It sounds very similar to the Grims.
Yeah, right.
Rip the
Like,
Grims.
we just pug around and just go crazy. Like NBK, insane. Happy, crazy lurk that does insane shit. Kiyoshima, Kenny S, obviously a beast. Apex, great entry. Like, they're just, I don't know. I feel like if Happy takes his in-game leading role more seriously, this team can go far.
Absolutely.
But Titan is being butt fucked, and that's the end of that.
Rip Titan. Next
Titan.
next subject.
Yep. Oh man, I haven't even read this.
Dude, they're
London
fine.
Conspiracy unveil new team. Fuck, dude. The UK-based organization has been without a male CS:GO team since December, when the Norwegian roster led by Rubino signed for LGB. Yeah. Okay. So, London Conspiracy, they've been teamless since their roster basically left to be on LGB, and that LGB roster when they first formed was insane. Like, they were consistently beating Envious. It was just like they were consistently beating Envious, Na'Vi, Titan, Hellraisers, all the tier 2 EU teams, which is crazy. And then they disbanded, and now just because they're getting paid more money, they're on Team Kinguin, which Kinguin's lineup is I think it's
Scream.
Yeah, Scream, Rain, fucking Kitten, some other faggots.
I only know Scream on that team. I honestly know no one.
Yeah. I mean,
We them boys.
yeah, right? And Kinguin's doing pretty good now. I mean, they 16-0'd VP on Cash. So
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
that's crazy.
Or whenever it was.
So, what's their roster looking like? Okay, their roster is Mach, Skirk, Enza, Mystic, and Slap. Mystic, I know him. He's a beast. Skirk, I know him. He's a beast. I don't know any of these other guys, but I just think this is super interesting.
And they're French, right? 'Cause I know Scream is French, but is their team French?
What, Kinguin?
Kinguin, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't talking about Kinguin's roster, but Kinguin is...
Oh, I thought you were talking about Kinguin, sorry.
Nah, Kinguin is from all over Europe.
Oh, okay, I got you.
They were, at least in CSGO, like the first all over Europe team,
Mm-hmm.
So one of them's from like Norway, one of them's from Belgium. I think Scream's from Belgium. Yeah, they're just from everywhere, really.
So basically, Ross needs to join Kinguin. He needs to learn to speak French.
It's true, yeah.
Yep.
Speaking English though, which is a
Did
weird
he?
thing. Like, they're all speaking English, but
Probably learns English from Wiz Khalifa.
hola, we them boys.
That was my phone notification for like a good
Oh
day
my
or
god,
so.
you're the worst.
I took it off after I got like 3 followers. I was like, fuck this, it's so stupid.
Oh my god.
Okay. Moving along.
Moving along, Renegades and Immunity to the Cologne Major. So the Asian, this is kind of like the North American one we were reading at the beginning, but this is the Asian qualifier for Cologne. Yeah, basically. I mean, it's Australian teams from fucking New Zealand, teams from China, teams from North Korea, whatever.
I've never even heard of any of these players. Then again, I'm not too big into the professional Counter-Strike scene anymore. But
Yeah.
honestly, Asian Counter-Strike, it's shite. European Counter-Strike, that's where it's at. Obviously, North American Counter-Strike, that's where we are. So we kind of got to support it,
Yeah.
even though it's kind of AIDS. But yeah,
Yeah.
Asian Counter-Strike, not that I'm racist. Just it's worse than NA Counter-Strike.
Yeah. I was watching the VODs. It's just they play weird. I don't know.
They play like League of Legends.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, go play League.
Yeah.
But yeah. So so Renegades beat My Revenge to get a place in the Cologne Major, and so did Immunity. Well, Immunity beat. Who did Immunity beat? MVP Carnal, which is, the fuck is that? Is that a Malaysian flag? Yeah, it's a Malaysian team, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Renegades is the current roster of... Okay, let me rephrase that. Renegades lineup is the old Vox.
Mm-hmm.
And Vox went to Katowice. I think Vox went to Katowice. Or no. Yeah, Vox raped the Katowice qualifiers and got like instantly slammed out of Katowice.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, you know, their lineup is JKS, Sponge, Havoc, AZR, and Yam. All pretty nutty players. I remember JKS. JKS is one of their nuttiest players. I believe Sponge is the IGL for that team. And they go ham, dude. They beat... Who did they beat? I think they beat Cloud9. I'm not completely sure. I know they got destroyed by Navi, though. But, you know, it's whatever. Oh, they beat 3D Max. That's who it was. They beat 3D Max in the qualifier and got to Katowice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know shit about, like, Asian teams, though.
I don't know shit about Pro CounterStrike. That's why you're doing all the talking. I'm going, yes.
Yes.
I promise every episode is not going to be like this. I'm going to do my homework a little bit in advance.
Like, I don't know shit about My Revenge. I know that they're on the Go Lounge a lot, but I never bet on them.
Mhm.
Immunity. I know Immunity because Immunity and the current Renegades lineup, like, all of Australian Counter-Strike has just been a shuffle for the past, like, 4 years. It's crazy. Like, since forever, basically. For the past, like, 10 years.
Yeah.
Australian CS has just been a shuffle between every team. Like, there's a new player moving every month. It's crazy. But, yeah, Immunity's current lineup is Ustilo, Sniper, Imagine, Ricky, and James. Pretty strong lineup, in my opinion. Immunity and Renegades are the top 2 teams in Australia, IMO. So, yeah, good to see that they won that, and good to see that they're going back to another major. Let's see how they do this time. Hopefully better than Katowice. But, yeah.
Next subject.
Sure.
Nip envious pullout of SIBO Finals. I would like to say the pullout game is strong.
It's true. Yeah, I don't know if this is for the LAN. Let me see this shit. Yeah, this is for the LAN, which I believe is an NA LAN. I'm not sure. I haven't done my research on
My
this.
homework. Yeah, neither have I.
My homework. But yeah, Nip and Envious are gonna pull out of the SIBO Finals. Not much to say there. Envious is probably pulling out because of roster changes, and you know they want to put some work in before Cologne and other online tournaments and stuff. So yeah, also Fnatic relinquished their spot in SIBO Finals, so the North American teams definitely have a chance to win SIBO Finals for once in a while. And if you see the groups down here for SIBO Finals, it's Cloud9 in Group A. It's Cloud9, Mouse Sports, Liquid, and CLG. So Cloud9 or Liquid, I could definitely see taking that whole group. Mouse Sports is pretty good, so I think it could actually be a close competition between Cloud9 and Mouse Sports. Group B, Tempo Storm, I really don't see a way that they could win that. Luminosity, I really don't see a way that they could win that. So Group B is kind of fucked. It's probably just going to be Virtus.pro against Na'Vi. But Cloud9, they could win the whole thing. They could beat Virtus.pro, they could beat Na'Vi. So that's just something interesting that all these teams are pulling out of SIBO Finals. So yeah, anything you want to say?
Nope. I'm trying to find the next topic. Really, I'm like, trying to find the Global Offensive subreddit.
Oh yeah, I got you.
I keep on spelling it wrong.
You noob. This is gonna be funny. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Thorin's CS:GO top 10 world rankings. You know who Thorin is?
No.
You know that fucking like ginger cunt that goes to every major and casts?
Oh, the one that yeah. I know. Oh, I see him. I recognize him. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
He's a total twat, but it's funny.
This other guy next to him in the picture. Are we looking at the same picture? The first one has like Intel in the background.
Oh yeah.
That guy, I followed him on Twitter. He favorited one of my tweets, and I unfollowed him or something, and he favorited one of my tweets. I went back and I was like, oh shit, I just watched him on a stream.
Wait, who? DDK?
Yeah, DDK.
Yeah.
I just recognized his face from his profile picture.
Yeah. He's actually a really chill guy, to be honest.
Would hang out.
Yeah. I blew him in the bathroom, but that's okay.
That's how we got.
So yeah, top 10 world rankings for Thorin. Ooh, this should be good. First, Fnatic. Ugh. I mean, sure. Second, TSM. Completely agree with that. Third is Na'Vi. Yeah, these are all pretty standard choices. 4 is Envious. Don't agree with that as of right now.
Yeah.
Post roster change, it could change. Cloud9 in 5th. Agree with that. 6 is NIP.
Who wants to just beat the shit out of nothing? Like, honestly, like,
Yeah,
I don't like him at
it's-
all.
Nah, I don't know, he's chill when he's not
If
smoking
he's-
shitloads of weed.
But his streams, oh my, like, or his YouTube videos, no, it was a stream, but it was a YouTube video of his stream or whatever.
Yeah,
He
I
was
think I know
like-
the one you're talking about.
He was talking about how him and, was it Forrest? I think,
Oh,
were at like a
yeah,
party
yeah.
in China, in a
Yeah.
club. I was cringing the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
he started saying he had a mosh pit. And I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
remember we were going to get lessons from him?
Oh my fuck, that was so funny.
I still think we should do that if we get serious about CounterStrike.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
And then Freakazoid, or whatever the fuck his name is.
No, he's pretty chill though.
Is
Have
he?
you seen his like Freakazoid girl advice video?
No.
It's so funny.
I
Oh
shall
my
watch
God.
it after this.
He's like, the first tip he gives, he's like, first of all, what you gotta do is you gotta go up in front of her, fucking pull your pants down and whip out the schlong, okay? Like, that's the first thing he says. I'm like, oh, this video's gonna be good.
Rory, I'm
Yeah,
on a
it's
podcast.
actually pretty
Can you
funny.
fuck off real quick? Rory.
Rory, fuck off. God
yeah,
damn.
for real.
So 6 is NIP. They haven't been doing that great as of lately. I mean, they haven't been placing, up to par with what they had in the beginning of CS:GO, but
Mhm.
still decent. Virtus Pro in 7th. Yeah, I agree with that. 8 is Dignitas. Kind of a dark horse, but yeah, I would agree. Titan in 9th. I think 8th and 9th spot is kind of close between Titan and Dignitas. Yeah, and then Flipside's at the bottom. Really nothing to say about that. I thought that would be more interesting, but it's not.
Yeah. I think for the last 4 minutes or so of the podcast, we should talk about. We'll give a little shout out to CoreHaven if you haven't seen him already. That fucking guy.
So
Oh my god. Like, if you guys have not seen CoreHaven's videos, just go, like, click off this fucking stupid ass podcast you're watching right now and go watch CoreHaven's Adren video. That shit, I think I watch it weekly. Like, I have probably seen that video 100 times.
yeah,
It's that funny.
it's funny as fuck. I don't use a mouse. I just use my app.
No. But
Yeah.
basically, what he does is ESEA. If you don't know, they go around and interview the pro players at the LANs and see their setups and what they do. And CoreHaven just fucking takes that and rips the audio, goes to like Audacity or whatever the fuck, and records his own audio, dubs it over the top. It's the funniest thing. Like, I swear.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
He just says shit that, like, some of it you will only get if you actually play Counter-Strike or in the pro scene.
Yeah.
But some of it, everyone would just kind of, well, actually, I don't think if you don't play Counter-Strike, you won't get it if you don't play. But then again, why would
Yeah.
you be listening this far into the podcast if you don't fucking play Counter-Strike?
I'd like to listen to half an hour of CS:GO footage. I have no
CS:GO
clue
talk.
What the fuck is CS:GO? Basically.
Yep, that's me.
How much time have we like elapsed? At this
28 minutes on the dot right now.
point? Damn, that's not bad.
Yeah, I'm thinking for future podcast talk, we could have like throughout the week. I'm just gonna make notes on my phone about what I'm thinking about. I do have some right now, but it's only enough for about 15 minutes worth of shit because it's like 4 topics.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I can read some of them off right now. We can talk about them like next podcast if you would like to be the guest, or if Crystal's gonna be the guest, or I can save these for you, or like
Yeah,
whatever.
sure.
I mean, I might just record the next episode right after this one because then I can stack them and be gay like that.
YOLO. Yeah.
Where is it? Podcast topics. Yeah. I would like to talk about Google Fi or Project Fi.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make fun of me. YouTube tips and Twitch tips.
Same.
CS:GO map changes. This is back when Dust 2 was, or not Dust 2, when Train was taken into the pro.
Oh, yeah.
And Nuke was taken out.
Yep.
CS Pro Scene Talk, Mic Talk, and prank calls, but that's a different YouTube video. But definitely Mic Talk. I like talking about microphones and just general technology.
Microphones or dildos? Which one?
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Someone screenshot that. I'll make it into a t-shirt.
Dude, I feel like for the next podcast, I need to actually have a drink of water here because my mouth is so dry I can't even talk. Like,
Dude,
it's not even funny.
the next episode is actually sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Shit.
Yeah,
I need some
Coca-Cola.
Coke. I need some
Coca-Cola.
cock in my mouth. Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, you heard it.
You heard it here first. The spy guy likes cock in his mouth.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the first episode of the Real Talk podcast with my boy, the Spy Guy, aka Daniel Oglesby, aka Swaggin of the Year 2K14, aka coolest sophomore.
It's
I
true.
know.
I'm a sophomore.
He's a sophomore now. He's got at least a 2-inch penis now. At least.
At least.
It
Maybe
must
like
be.
a 2.1, right?
Hard.
Yeah.
Hard. So yeah, that should definitely be a topic about like school. That should be
Yeah.
a topic. I'll write that down after this. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the podcast. I really appreciate it. If you guys made it all the way here, write in the comments, Daniel is a twat. Just write Daniel's a
Yeah.
twat.
Do it.
My last video, I say like Prentice is a loser, and this one kid got really butthurt and started defending me. It's
What the
pretty
fuck?
funny. Yeah, he was like, "Don't call him that. I'll fuck you up," or some shit like that. And I was like, "Nah." Anyway, thank you guys for watching the podcast. I'll check you guys next episode. When should we upload this? When should they expect the next one? Next week for sure, but I don't know what day. I say maybe does Wednesday night, every Wednesday night sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'll upload it every single Wednesday night. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check you guys later. Peace.